Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you had yourselves a fantastic day, and welcome back to my latest video where I explain to you guys how the skill rating system works in Overwatch so you can use it to your advantage when ranking up. So let's jump right in. Morgan stated in his forum post that he has made some conclusions, and that is where I'll be getting this information from. He states that medals earned have no effect on your season ratings increase or decrease, which in my opinion is kind of shitty. I mean, medals do prove how well you're playing because it highlights and ranks your game stats, and I see no benefit by not having this affect your season rating. He also has many examples and some really good evidence to back everything up. Conclusion 2 is that your specific hero has no effect on your season rating gain or loss, which I think is fine. However, I do feel as if the game would be more enjoyable if we gave tanks and healers, i.e. the tanks and support heroes, more credit for their jobs, because I, as a Lucio main, really enjoy my role. However, sometimes it gets a bit dull, and the same for tanks. I feel as if they should be rewarded better, as these roles are in some cases not as fun to play. Thirdly, Morgoth explains that the biggest impact on your SR gain and loss comes from our streaks. So there it is, guys, the key to success in competitive, oh wait, and also the key to failure. As you can see, where Morgoth has a loss streak, the amount of SR loss increases until the end, where the game realises that you can't handle it in this bracket. This is the way of the system giving us a chance not to fall that much before we stop our loss streak. It's also worth saying that the system tends to punish us much more as we get close to our highest rank in the season. On the other hand, if we fall way below our average rating, our punishment for our loss streaks is minimised, if not non-existent. The system, of course, works in both ways. If you fall below your average rating and then will get a good win streak, you can count on some nice income points. As you can see here in the example, Morgoth goes from 23 down to 20, 25, up to 33, up 33 again, up to 39, then up to 55 and 52, which is some serious number, which is really good for ranking up. I mean, he went from 2453 all the way up to 2680, which in my opinion is a fucking massive increase. This boost of income gets smaller and even stabilizes as you surpass your average rating. I suppose that when having a massive win streak, the system may give you a chance and give you even more points, even though you are way above your average. But on the other hand, if you happen to stop your win streak and when being near your peak rate, the system will question your ability to climb. For example, where it fluctuates here from minus 27 Lucio, minus 29 Lucio, and then plus 18 on the Reaper. It goes up and down, it fluctuates. Not that bad, but kind of. This behaviour leads to much lower increase than decrease of your ranking points, and the only way to break through it happens to be utilising win streak boosts. If you win/lose one after another when being close to your peak rating, you will start dropping in your average rating direction. Proof of this is after surpassing 2690 rating, my average gain per match was roughly 22 points, while average loss was roughly 28. I could surpass this barrier eventually when I climbed on massive win streaks from lower ranks. It doesn't look that fair and good for the health of the game, but the system happens to work in both ways. If you fall way below your average level, your last losses in the series will be less severe, and the win streak feature will kick in much faster and with bigger numbers, as you can see here. There's also a second chapter to this. Influence of being lower average rated pre-made when compared to your personal rating. Morgan's system behaves if you match yourself in a full pre-made, while its average rating is lower than yours. Let's compare both solo and pre-made situations. As you can see, the solo is just an average kind of fluctuation of wins and losses, ratings. He goes from 2660 to 2682, which is just roughly like one game, so that's just being an average player. Whereas being in a pre-made where roughly 200 to 300 points less, he goes from 2532 to 2684, and the fluctuation is a lot less and a lot less obvious. Whereas in the solo there's lots of 30s and lots of plus 30s, lots of minus 30s. Whereas in the lower you're punished less with the minus 19, minus 22 and stuff like that. So conclusion we can make from this is the average income in the full pre-made is roughly 24.6 points, and the average loss in the full pre-made is 23.5 points. On the other hand, being a solo, the average income solo is 29 points, and the average loss solo is 25.8 points. It's not that super representative comparison, since it's super hard to get 100% equal situation with the same win/loss streaks. But we can see the following patterns. 1. Playing in lower ranked pre-made slows the moment that's your win streak boost kicks in. 2. Playing in lower ranked pre-mades, you get and lose less points than if you were playing solo. It's not that big a difference, though, to not be beneficial in the end if you can hold a strong win streak with your friends. Additionally, it also slows down the movement the punishment for the loss streaks kicks in. For example, in this image, there's no loss streak kicking in. And Morgoth's full conclusion states that if you have good friends who are sitting in lower ranks but you believe that they play way above their current level, it's worth teaming up with them if you can hold a stable win streak. It would take more games to gain the same amount of rating than if you were playing solo, and managing to get the same score, but it's still a low risk. Bear in mind though that if you won't manage to get this win streaks, you will probably stall your rating with low loss income and push the average rating towards your current SR, what can lead to getting your rank stuck. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope it helps you climb the rating ladder to the top 500 swag lords in your region. Please leave a like if this helps, and if you've enjoyed, subscribe for more and share for good luck in your next 10 matches. 100% not scam. I'll catch you guys next time.